What do you think about RFK's, possibly getting in to investigate all that
I
stuff?
think it would be one of the best things for the health of the people in the United States. If you really care about health, I think there's a lot of us, and it was me at one point in time, and I've gotten more educated about it. A lot of us are very ignorant about what we're doing to our bodies with food and with medications.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're being told the truth. And I think there's a reason why other countries, multiple other countries, have banned food elements, food like ingredients that we use all the time. These red dyes, all these different things. And this was all, there was just a recent thing that they did. Who was involved in that? Brigham testified in that. They had all these health experts testify, and they were all hammering this point over and over again. They were talking about the food additives. They were talking about glyphosate and how fucking dangerous glyphosate is, and like an enormous percentage of people show traces of glyphosate in their blood. We're getting it through all kinds of vegetables. It's ubiquitously sprayed on monocrop agriculture crops. We're all just consuming these poisons. There's no reason to have fluoride in the water. There's fucking no reason. We've been putting fluoride in the water. Oh, keep your teeth. You don't want cavities.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it forever. And there's no reason to do it. And there's like real data that shows that high levels of fluoride in water lowers IQ. The higher the fluoride is in water in certain areas, they can see a measurable dip in people's IQs.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have you messed around with the? Have you heard of the Yucca app?
No.
Dude, you got to get the Yucca app.
What is it?
So you basically scan anything, like food related.
It's
soap,
Y-U-K-A?
deodorant.
How do you spell it?
I think it's YUCA.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh, nice.
There it is.
Y-U-K-A.
So
Shout out to Yucca.
There it is. See, like honey nut churro. It'll tell you the additives in there,
It contains additives to avoid.
and it'll
Sugar
tell
too
you all
sweet.
the.
Look at
It'll
that.
tell you all the chemicals and what the chemicals do to you.
Ah, that's genius.
Yeah, it's
What
pretty.
a great ad. No ads. All right, we just did an ad for them. Good for them, though,
My
but
bad.
that's what people need. I think if RFK gets into office, he will expose a lot of this stuff, just like he did when he was an environmental attorney. People think of him as just the vaccine kook. Listen, you got to look at that guy's the history of that guy's work has all been about protecting people from corporations that are poisoning them.
Yeah.
That's literally what that guy did his whole career. And if he can do that with health, particularly with things that we can avoid. Look, one of the things they demonstrated is that Lucky Charms, as sold in the United States, they don't sell the same one in Canada. In Canada, the dyes that we use to make it all pretty and exciting for kids, they don't allow that because it's fucking toxic.
Yeah.
So we allow it, which means someone's corrupt.
Yeah.
Someone's corrupt.
Probably the whole system, maybe.
Probably the whole system is heavily influenced, at the very least. Forget about bribery. Let's not even say bribery. Heavily influenced by relationships that these people have with CEOs in these corporations and the boards of executives, and this weird little revolving door between the FDA and the CDC and all these different organizations, and then they leave, and then they get this amazing job working for some huge corporation that they were helping regulate just a few years ago. It's the most transparent thing. It should be. If insider trading is illegal, how's that legal?
Good point. I mean, does FDA approval even mean anything to you?
Not to me. It doesn't to me, but it took a long time before I got to that. It took a long time before I really understood, like, why do we think that saturated fat is bad? Oh, it was a lie by the sugar companies. Okay, why do people tell you that vitamin supplementation doesn't really help and you just need a balanced diet? Oh, because doctors don't know jack shit about nutrition, and that you're going to a guy who literally knows less than you because he went to medical school for how to fix knees or whatever the fuck he specialized in, and you're taking this guy's advice, and he doesn't know anything about nutrition. He's not read any peer-reviewed data.
Yeah.
That guy's just trying to keep up. He's got fucking bills piling in, and he's bringing people and shuffling them through the office, and he's worried about you have insurance in case you fuck up, malpractice insurance, and you have to pay your medical school bills, and those guys are barely they're floating.
Yeah.
They're trying to just run people through their office as fast as they can.
Does it bother you if there's some type of a new Does it bother you if it's not FDA approved at all, if it's new? Like nobody's looked into it?
Well, I wouldn't take anything no one's looked at, especially a drug.
Yeah.
It's just like, give it some time, kids. Give it some time. I mean, how many times do they have to pull drugs before people... Like, what is the percentage of drugs that the FDA approves and then pulls? I believe it's 25%.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's 25%. See if that's true. So this is the ones that they approve, and then eventually they find out, oh, this stuff is terrible for you, and then they pull it.
Yeah.
I think it's 25%. Which, you know, what does it say? 1/3.
Oh, shit. 1/3.
A third. I was off. According to the 2017 study, which is probably worse now, about 1/3 of drugs approved by the FDA within a 10-year period receive alerts, warnings, or recalls in the years following their approval. That's fucking bananas.
Wow.
So give it some time, kids.
Yeah.